Hello guys, how's it going? Today I am going to do a spread focus in the moon in Sagittarius, and I am recording this video when the moon is in Sagittarius and it is in the Waning Gibbous. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing correctly, but anyway, but I'm also considering the phase of the moon today. And when the moon Sagittarius is about truth, expansion, belief, direction, and the waning gibbous is about integration, reflection, sharing what you've learned. Okay, so let's go for the spread. It's going to be 7 questions. I'm going to use this new deck that I got. The villains. I'm excited. It's the my first time using this deck. I actually just got it. So here, guys, let me show you. There's the book, and it's a pretty cute box, right? The cards are pretty neat too, right? Okay. So let's do it. Okay, so the first question is, what lesson are you currently integrating? What lesson are you currently integrating? Oops. We got 5 of coins and Page of Swords. At the top, we have Knight of Swords. At the bottom, we have the Sun. Okay, so what lesson are you currently integrating right now? You're probably like moving away from a period of your life that perhaps you felt really miserable, that things were not working, and I feel like you're now like perhaps you're learning new things, perhaps you're trying to understand different things right now, how things work. But I do believe here that you're trying to find a way of like really like living. I feel like for some of you guys, you already have kind of left this energy. But I feel like there's still some energies is still lingering from this energy, right? It's like it's not you're not completely out of it. You're still like, I don't know, like 70% perhaps. And then with the Page of Swords here, there's this energy of like perhaps you're not sure yet where to go, but at least like you're kind of understanding that there is a way, like there's somewhere to go. Even though you're not sure yet, perhaps you're a little bit confused and you're like trying different stuff at the same time or a lot of things at the same time right now. But I do feel like you're at least like getting out of this energy. And then we have the Knight of Swords at the top that, it is a little bit a little bit more mature of this energy. So I feel like you're going towards something a little with more foundation. Perhaps you're actually going to run towards something you truly enjoy. And I think you're gonna have clarity about this soon. But I think like what you're integrating is of like something, a period of your life where things were not working out. Perhaps you were in a phase where you were having trouble with money, you were having trouble in your connections at work, and I think like you're like integrating that and you're leaving that energy behind. What belief is evolving or being challenged? What belief is evolving or being challenged? A lot of swords energy here. So there's definitely like something, perhaps like a mindset that you may have changed recently. So here we got King of Swords, the Magician, Eight of Swords. At the top we have Queen of Swords. That like we have a match here. And then we also got Ace of Cups at the bottom. Okay, so what we live is evolving or being challenged right now. So I think like here there's like this belief about you perhaps mastering your mind. Like yeah, truly like mastering your mind. Perhaps you don't truly believe yet that you can master your mind in a way that you can manifest what you want and actually what you really like deserve and what you're really meant to in this lifetime. I feel like you still a little bit trapped. You still feel a little bit trapped in certain situations. Okay, and because of that, I feel like, to be quite honest, I feel like you're almost there. I feel like you already see this. To be really honest, I feel like it's just like exactly, it's just like challenging, right? It is evolving because here, like, we got the King of Swords and the Magician, so I feel like you understand what belief is, like that it is this belief of changing your mindset, like mastering your mindset, and understanding that your mind is going to work in your favor, right? But I feel like you already see where you should be working on. Okay, because then we got the Queen of Swords here. That is a match here. Of course, for some of you here, guys, can be related to someone else. Perhaps there is someone else that you're connected to, that it is someone who really masters like their mind. Perhaps you have someone that you admire a lot and how they like their mindset works. It could be that. Okay, I'm not really, I know we have the Ace of Cups here. I'm not picking up a lot of love, or really like love connection. I'm picking up more for you, like for you truly like mastering your mind here in both ways, in your masculine energy and also in your feminine energy, right? Remember, in tarot, we don't have gender. We have masculine and feminine energy, and we all have the the two of them. So I feel like here is truly like perhaps you already um, have a certain like perhaps what I'm hearing here is that perhaps you've been working on your more masculine energy, your mindset, masculine energy for your mind and for your communication, right? And also because I feel like you were perhaps already working on boundaries, you were already working on things like cutting off people. I feel like that's something that you've been working on, and that's why the Queen of Swords is here. Because now it's almost like you need to master the masculine energy of the King of Swords, of the mindset and communication, so you can actually integrate with the Queen of Swords energy, that is the feminine energy in you that you've been already working with. And at the Ace of Cups at the bottom, I feel like when you integrate this two, you're actually going to be able to give and receive in a way that is going to be more reciprocal, and then is going also to be good for you and for other people. Perhaps in the past you were a really like you didn't have how can I say this? Perhaps you had like trouble communicating, saying what you want, and also perhaps you would like people would think you were like rude or something because the tone that you use, you will like be kind of judged by that. So I feel like here you've been working on that. I feel like you're already been working a lot in your feminine energy with the swords energy for a while, and now you're like mastering the masculine side of the swords energy. And like when you're like truly like learn how to work with this energy, I feel like it's going to have this integration between them. Okay. Where are you out of alignment with your truth? We got Seven of Swords, and the Fool. At the top, Two of Swords, Seven of Cups. Okay, so I'm picking up a lot of confusion here, okay, because I feel that perhaps with the Seven of Swords here, the Seven of Swords, it is an energy usually it is like not the best energy, but what I'm picking up here, no, is this energy of like perhaps you're trying to rush towards a something, because of the Fool here. The Fool is about like taking risks, right? And I feel like you're perhaps like trying to rush into something that is not fully aligned yet for you. And because this rush for that, kind of like, it puts you out of alignment. And with Two of Swords and Seven of Cups, it is like a really indecision energy here. So perhaps there's something you need to decide right now between two things that you've been kind of, to be quite honest, like the Two of Swords, it is a little bit of avoidance. Okay. And we do have the Seven of Cups here at the bottom. So it is kind of like confusing. But I feel like either way, you're like trying to rush something. You're going to keep, if you keep trying to rush that, not really like waiting for something to flow in a more natural way. I think you're gonna keep getting like confused. You're gonna keep getting like into a situation where you're gonna have to pick between two uh, people or situations, so or places for some people. And I feel like right now you need to like stop rushing. Like this rushing is putting you out of alignment right now. What truth are you ready to embody, not just understand? Okay, we got the Hanged Man. I really like these cards, guys. And the light here is really good today. I switched it a few things here, so I really like this light, right? I like it. We also have the Nine of Coins at the top, and oh, Nine of Cups at the bottom. Two nines. Interesting. So what truth are you ready to embody? I feel like with the Hanged Man here, guys, I feel there's this energy about you understanding like when you're not really stuck. I feel like perhaps for some of you, you think that just because things are not happening, things are not like really moving in your 3D, that they're not really happening or they're not really going to change, but that it's not really how it works. Okay, it's not really how it works. So I feel here that there is something that it's time for you to embody it, to understand when the energy is truly stuck and when the energy is not really stuck. For some of you, I'm also picking up that is the time for you to truly choose what you want. To really don't, so you can actually leave if you are on a more stuck energy, so you can leave that stuckness. But you need to kind of decide what you want. You cannot keep like the two swords up. You need to put one down. Then we have Nine of Coins and Nine of Cups. Guys, this is quite interesting here because like we have two nines here, right? And I also like the Nine of Coins. It is like this energy of like truly feeling fulfilled, so I feel like this is one that perhaps like something that you've been learning how to truly like feel fulfilled with like where you are, who you are, what you have, who you're becoming, who you were. So I feel like there's this fulfillment energy here that is truly like the time for embody. Perhaps like you were like till now, it was like just a test. You were still like practicing it. You were still like taking tests to see if you're actually were going to pass the test. But here you are. I think you did it. And then we have Nine of Cups here. That again, it is like a card of wish fulfillment, right? So it's like, I feel like here is truly like understand what you want so you don't stay in a stuck energy, but you also understand when the energy is stuck and when things are just like flowing, you know? Because if you're already like in a fulfillment energy, like everything like that you've been doing is to actually like bring what you truly want, your like all your wish fulfillments, like I think you're like I think I don't know, I'm hearing like you passed the test. Like now is the time. You don't have to take lessons anymore. Now you just have to truly like embody. Now you just have to truly be. This is cool. What is the guidance for your next direction or decision? We have a few cards. I wasn't expecting that many cards. Okay. Let me see here then. We have Eight of Wands. We have, oh my God, Eight of Cups. We have Temperance. We have King of Cups. And we have Nine of Wands. At the top, we have Knight of Cups. And at the bottom, Two of Cups. Okay, so guidance for your next direction or decision. I feel like I feel like right now, as long as like you are embodying it, you are in alignment, you are in alignment, and you are fully like embody it and the person that you've been trying to become. I think like things will happen really fast. Whatever communication you're expecting, it will come your way. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you kind of need you're kind of waiting for someone to communicate with you, or perhaps there is like I'm hearing that for some of you there's like job offer coming your way. Okay, and I feel like also what I'm hearing here with the Eight of Cups is that you need to be in this energy that you're truly like comfortable to also walk away from things that they're not meant for you anymore. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, it could mean that perhaps you are waiting for a job offer so you can leave the place you're already in right now and you've been confused. You're not sure if you should take the job, that kind of situation. Okay. So I do feel like here for some of you, you need to, of course, only take what resonates, but like for of course, like I feel like you should if you think it's going to be more fulfilling for you, is definitely like something that perhaps you should go for it. Then we also have temperance, because I feel like here you're walking towards that. Perhaps you've been looking for. I was talking about like job, but it can be for other types of situations. Okay, just an example. So I feel like you're walking towards something more balanced, something that it actually works better for you. And here we have the King of Cups, what is a really interesting energy. I'm picking up a few things here, okay? So for some of you, you are actually like looking for a job. Okay, job. For some, I think like I'm picking up a lot about job here. So for some of you, I think you're really like focusing on a job where you could truly feel fulfilled. Okay. And I feel like here you're like whatever you're waiting for, like communication, like I feel like that's where you think you're going to be fulfilled. But I feel like that's kind of your goal. If you're looking for a job, perhaps it's that like you're looking for something that is going to bring you more fulfillment and truly make you feel fulfilled. We also have the Nine of Wands, right? So the Nine of Wands, perhaps you've been tired. Perhaps you've been doing this for a while, perhaps looking for a job. Okay. And I feel like you're tired, but I think you're almost there. Okay. I feel like it's not the time to give up right now. It is time to keep going, because especially like if you're if you want something that is truly going to bring you fulfillment, if you're somewhere or like you work somewhere or if someone who doesn't bring you fulfillment right now, I feel like you should keep going. Okay, it's not really the time to give up right now. And then at the top we have Knight of Cups and a Two of Cups at the bottom. So with the Knight of Cups at the top, there's this energy of things being offered to you. So again, I think there's something definitely coming for like towards you. It could be an offer job, a job offer, or something like that, and that it's actually going to like happen like this union that you're kind of expecting. Okay, so like I feel like here you should be keep that in mind for you to like to walk towards what is going to bring you fulfillment. For some people here, I am picking up a little bit of love. Okay, that you've been expecting to hear from someone. And for some of you, I think you are in a relationship or in a connection right now that you're going to have, that you're like thinking if this person show up, if you would like leave so you could be with this person. I'm picking up a little bit of doubt here. So you're not sure if you actually would do that, because you're not sure if you actually would be walking towards something more balanced. But I do feel like for some of you guys, for some of you, you're the person you are with. I feel like if you communicate with this person, perhaps you guys could walk together to something more balanced. Okay, and this person could start like being a more emotional mature person in the connection. And I do feel like for some of you, like someone's going to show up, like, and again, perhaps, I know for some of you, you can already know this person, and for some of you, it's going to be new. So, it's so like the doubt here, I feel like I'm feeling a lot about like the people who already know the person, because I think like perhaps you already had like a connection in the past, and then you're not sure if it's worth to walk towards this person, like to leave something to be with this person. But there's definitely like someone coming your way with a offering something. Okay, that's for sure. Either is love or like a job offer. There's definitely like something coming your way. What needs to be released before the next cycle? Okay, let's see here. We have
the Hierophant. So again, for some of you
guys, you may have to leave a job or a connection that it is like more legal situation that you actually have like to get a divorce or you have to get like paperwork done for that. Then we have
the Emperor. We have the Empress. We have the High Priest.
we also have
The Seven of Cups. No,
Six of Cups. Sorry, Six of Cups.
Five of Cups.
At the top, we have Page of Cups. And at the bottom, Six of Coins. Wow. What a change of scenario here. Okay, guys, so when it should be released before the next cycle here? Again, like I told you, for some of you, it could be leaving a job or it could be leaving a connection. I think that for some of you, it is like perhaps a marriage or something that is legal that you're gonna have to get papers involved. Okay, so I also heard here that one thing that it needs to be released as well. Perhaps you thought you would like have something with someone in specific, and or like you like the perhaps like for example like this job that you are right now or this person that you are with right now. Perhaps you thought you would have all like that with you this job or this person. You would have like you would be happy and blah blah blah. But again, I feel like after you're truly like embodying yourself, perhaps you saw that that's not really true. And I feel like it is time to kind of release that thought, that mindset, that that person or that place or that job was like the ultimate goal, you know, because I think you are the ultimate goal here. Um, I feel like there's a lot of this energy of releasing. I feel like a lot of so what I'm picking up here because these are really good cards, right? We're talking about what needs to be released before the next cycle. So I do feel like here there's a lot of things that you've been learning about masculine energy, about intuition, about feminine energy, about intuition. I feel like you're like now you're able to release the weight that you've been carrying it, like the weight that you've been actually like, you know, working on those things like so much. And now I feel like now that you're actually embodying it, you're not going to have, you can like release some of the weight of working on it. I feel like now it's going to flow better for you. We also have the Six of Cups and Five of Cups here. Six of Cups, it is like about being seen, about being victorious. So I feel like here, again, I'm picking up this energy of like releasing outcomes. Perhaps you were really focused in one specific outcome at a in a place or with a person in specific. I feel like this is time to release right now. And then we have the Five of Cups here. That is a time to release like perhaps any sadness that, you know, anything that you thought you wouldn't work. You know, it is time for you to live in the past, like the regret. Perhaps like you had like some regrets of like not trying, not going somewhere else, not trying a different job, not like trying a different connection. So it is the time to leave that behind. And with the Page of Cups here, again, like I feel there's definitely like something coming your way, you know? So there's definitely like this, perhaps you're being with someone, or even like your job is not really offering enough for you, okay? Not enough like in a way that is good for you. And I feel like that's one of the things you need to release to, like if it's not enough, if it's just a page, right? Because the pages are the first one, and then we have the pages, the knights, queen, and kings. The pages is the first one. Is like is the one that is still learning. Is the one that doesn't know much. If like what's being offered to you, it's not enough. Again, it's okay to walk away from it. Then we have the Six of Coins. Like it is okay to walk away from some, like walk away from something that is not balanced. Okay, so I feel like right now it is time for you to release anything that is not balanced, anything that is not reciprocate, anything that is not like truly like giving to you the way that you deserve. And a message from your higher self about your path forward. Okay, we got Two of Coins at the bottom, Two of Coins being energy at the top, Six of Coins again, and at the bottom, Three of Wands.
Here, the Two of Coins.
Then we have
Six of Coins.
and Two of Wands. Here with the Two of Coins, I feel like for some of you, it is time for you to stop trying to juggle a lot of things and to try to like focus on what you really want right now. Okay, like it is time for you to like being the clown in the circus. I don't know why I heard this, but anyway, it is time for you to stop being the clown in the circus and to truly focus on what you want. Um, Although you are the main attraction, okay, you're not really meant to just expect. You're not just you're not meant to do what people expect you to do. Okay, so like they expect that you do like clown stuff, but you don't do just clown stuff. You can do other stuff too, you know? Um Six of Coins here again. It is time to go to focus on things that are more balanced, that are more aligned with you. Again, don't try to juggle too much. Try to focus on what brings you balance. Three of Wands. I think like it is time for you to also leave your comfort zone. I feel like you've been working on your energies, like masculine and feminine energies, your intuition. You've been working with a lot of stuff. I think perhaps you've been going through a phase of learning a lot, like doing perhaps a lot of shadow work, releasing a lot of past wounds, ancestral wounds. And I think it is time for you to leave that zone because I feel like you've been in that zone for so long that perhaps you started like to feel a little bit comfortable in that zone, and now it's kind of the time for you to leave the comfort zone. And that's why I think it is time for you to truly embody it, all that fulfillment, because as soon as you embody it, you're going to be living the life that you want. And that's why it's important for you to leave your comfort zone. Well, guys, this is it for today. I'm going to tell you guys three integration questions if you like to note and to journal at some point after this reading. First one, where are you still acting like your old self? Number two, what truth are you avoiding because it requires a change? Number three, if you trusted your path, what would you do next? Okay, guys, this is the reading for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really like these cards. I like the lights. I don't know how to say. And anyway, and I thought it was a really interesting reading today. And I hope to see you the next one. Bye bye.